Happy Saturday. Welcome to Sports Mandela.
Winston,
As usual, we start with a
Winston.
quote. Trust the small voice inside us, which is trying to tell us the task ahead is never greater than the strength within. Once again, welcome to Sports Mandela. Good morning, Teddy.
Hey, man, man.
What's up, all things?
Things just the same, you know what I mean? Just hanging in, trying to get things done, you know, the kind of way. But the most we can do, man, you know what I mean?
That's true.
I see, I was watching some cricket last night and the night before with New Zealand and England.
Right.
England continue the positive approach.
Right.
That's what I say about you, the positive approach.
Good morning, Miss Woodley.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing?
Hi, I'm not.
Yes,
well
hold
as
on,
well. Good morning,
Give me
everyone.
1 second. One second there.
Yeah, so
Yes, Daddy.
watching the cricket there and the positive approach, you know what I mean? It's very good for cricket. People say test cricket, so deady and slowly. And New Zealand had something, England had something different.
A different flair.
Well, different kind of flair. You know, I hope they continue the kind of way. But it something depends on the opponent. But I like them. I like what's going on. You know what I mean? So they might bring test cricket with like 2020 and 1010.
Right.
You know. But see our special guest here today, they invite this my no good friend here, Winston. Hey, say take time like that. My special friend Winston. You see, he doesn't speak and telling somebody about him.
Right.
Somebody asked something about Winston and said, boy, Winston was a special talent, but boy, when he come to school, I was saying he was square like the square, long like the long, but I want to talk to him about it. He like your friend Vivi. They think they're better than everybody else. So you can't make mistake with them. You know, and that was his problem, you know. But I'm going to tell you about him a little bit.
Yes.
When I heard about him on Buckley's, a guy in the Tiger, said, I have this good guy out Buckley's. Ashley, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. Ashley David. So I said, look, I want to come play with Parish. He say, Parish, you have a father, he can't get to play. So maybe we can put in your comments. Would he go to school? Say he just tapped, but he go to school and was hard. Send you up. So he came the Friday afternoon. I'll never forget it. And then Richie was a captain. So when he done bowl, Richie said to me, hey, Chapel, you have to play tomorrow now. So I said, look, I was impressed with the captain said, so
Right.
hey, somebody got on the business.
So right there, then you know, your rival.
You know, see rival. But that ain't a joke, you know. First match you play with Silver Zoe, which you opened the game about 6-7 out last. Cannon and Jing will come on, well, man's out, and so I jumped on like fleas. He come and tell me, hey coach, we can bang them man, you know. I say, what you know about batting? Come on, they will see bat. Yeah, we can bang them man. I say, look, you sure? I say, okay, all right, but if you fail, you bat last one now. but you boys are bang, they got find something. They get a donkey jump, get caught by the boundary. Or a donkey jump. Boy, me back city bad. The man gonna last a while. I don't want to tell me I get back city. That okay with car because me never get vexed because me no deal with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And boy, the man's are banging them for real. He knocked bad out the house and outside Seal Farm. All over the donkey jump. Sweetest one again.
You try not too hard.
Well, it's not too flat. What's up?
Yes. What's up, man?
Good morning, Taddy. Good morning, Earl. It's nice to be here again one more time. You know, I'm always available to be present in your program. You know, my work is never ending. I'm always looking to assist the youngsters. I had help from Taddy growing up as a young man. So it's only incumbent upon me to return the favor, or as they would say, forward the favor. So, yeah, you know, I remember exactly that particular game. I was just, yesterday I was talking to a lady about Alvin Morris because I had to go over by Antigua Girls High School.
Oh, it's good.
I'm trying to recruit some young females.
Okay.
Yes. So, you know, I was just talking to her about Alvin and so forth because I know he used to teach over there.
Well, 1 second, stick a pin in. I will get back to that. We have a lady on the phone. We just wanted to talk to quick about that tournament she having tomorrow at Pickett's.
We'll get to it quick, yeah. Okay.
So I just wanted to ask
No
about
problem.
2 minutes and then we come back to you. So, Miss Woodley, go right ahead. Tell us about the tournament tomorrow happening at Pickett's.
We don't hear
Miss
that.
Woodley?
good morning. Yeah, you have break up there for a while. Good morning once again.
Yeah, can you tell us about the tournament tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow we are having a five-a-side football competition on the Pickett playing field. We're starting very sharp at 4 p.m. It's open to both males and females. And we have some sponsors on board as well so far. So we have prizes in store for all of the participants.
Okay, so wait, is it 10-a-side or 6-a-side or what it is?
Five. It's a five-a-side.
5-a-side. How many teams do you have?
What's that?
How many teams participating?
I'm sorry, you broke up there.
I was asking how many teams do you have in this tournament?
Oh, how do I say? Well, we're happy to have it. It's the first ever sports event we're having under the National Youth Parliament. The main aim of it is to get young persons involved, get persons to come out and enjoy some healthy sportsmanship.
So you have no set amount of teams, that's what you're saying?
No, we are open to anybody you come. Once you and your 5 friends come and you want to play, we will accommodate everyone.
So that will allow all means to come in?
Just ask that. If you can bring up,
You can win a Masters, old Masters team, Joe. She said something wrong with the phone. We lose him out then.
Very glass, huh?
Like we lost it just now.
She's still there?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still there.
Oh,
I'm not sure what's
so-
wrong. Technology is failing us this morning. It's just going and comment. That's
So what
fine.
time does stuff start tomorrow?
We are starting sharp at 4 p.m. Not until 4 p.m. 4 p.m. on the
Oh,
clock.
so you're going in the night.
4 p.m. in the evening, correct.
How long the game lasts? How much minutes per half?
How much games? Okay, we are looking at 20 minutes per session. So we
That's
can
a long
accommodate
game.
everyone.
20 minutes, that's a 40-minute game?
Give or take, yes.
That's a long game.
I thought it'd be like 10 minutes per half.
But we want to give everybody a chance, you know. Again, it's healthy sportsmanship. It's not professional football. We do have ABFA on board with us, but we want to give everybody a chance.
So I'm thinking if you start 4 o'clock and you have a 20-minute half, this game, and it depends how many teams you might go up to 11 o'clock tomorrow night.
Right.
That's a good point.
So
Oh,
one game, one about an hour now.
that is very true. Okay, noted.
Well, we want to wish you all the best in your tournament tomorrow. And hope everything go as planned.
Awesome. Thank you so very much.
It was nice talking with you.
To call in and be able to promote our game.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.
Take care.
All the best, my dear. Okay.
So you were saying, Winston, when you were at high school yesterday, with some young ladies.
Having a conversation with a teacher over there, and talking about Alvin Murray. It's funny that Taddy should bring up this particular
Game.
today. Alvin was a different kind of individual.
Right.
Very diminutive but positive, strong mentally, physically as well. Dual sport.
Right.
Very good at football as well.
What do you mean very good at football?
I think that's been midfield or
He just
something.
cuss you out. He may be the football, I just kick you out of the field. I'm just tell you something, drive you carry on with
Yeah,
that.
Taddy is not because you say something. Alvin no run rings around you, man.
But
Yeah.
Winston, I'm interrupting. Because I see him inside this conversation now. Because what happens when you come practice? Oh, the guy said, "Top Winston and Tiny can play football." But he didn't work with them. Some say, well, Alvin, Sparrow, you can't play any football. You're too small. You meet you will kick you out of the field. You're too small. But I didn't know he could play good.
Yeah, it was a decent little player. It's a pity.
Right.
Only what can I say? Who knows? Is what I can say. I will forever remember Sparrow. We had some good battles in practice, and is talking to Sparrow is different in those days because he was so mature for the time. You know, like somebody you can have a decent conversation with that. He look at things differently. Let me say that. When we as youngsters looking at things from a social standpoint, Alvin always look at it from an advanced standpoint where he's looking ahead. We were looking at now, and he was looking at the future. So yeah, and at the end of the day, it's a great loss to cricket, a great loss to Antigua. It's a great loss to education as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was his field. This is my field, cricket. So I am continuing the battle, even though some unnecessary stumbling blocks. I don't see why, because it's not like I'm benefiting financially from it.
Right.
It is time consuming. It takes up a lot of time because I'll be out there like from 7:30 in the morning and 12 o'clock I'm just shutting off. I gotta get back to school for 1:30 and finishing at 4. So, and it is something I look forward to. That's the thing about it. I think when the time comes where I don't, just like I said to somebody, when I stop enjoying playing the game of cricket, I'm just gonna leave.
Right.
And I think right now I'm upset with those guys if they don't show up at practice. So which means I'm looking forward to it.
Wait.
Yes.
So you feel when you bluff me and say you wonder what feeling and so when and then wet on your face and when you should sweat down plenty and you tell me I lie.
No, if you want thing Taddy, I don't believe in shortcut. Because when you get put to the test, it shows it shows, trust me. I mean sometimes you bab and weave a little bit, but you make sure that you don't shortcut will never.
You know the joke with me?
Yeah.
Leave a
Yes.
Clarksville corner and he beg right now. How way do we get to Clarksville? And when he come, he went down, he clothes and sweat down. So he don't want to come. But somebody is dropping me, tell me nothing goes up. So I'm saying,
No.
Tell the story then. Tell the story.
Normally, I'll come off the bus by Clarksville.
Right.
And you walk, beg ride, get to factory how you can.
Right.
There are times when I'll get a ride, but most times because I have the bag,
Yeah.
I have to complete the journey on foot.
Right.
And sometimes your bag heavy and
Right.
you might try a little jogging and so forth. But this particular day in question, let me tell you, I was tired. Trust me. So I just get some water in a bottle, and when I almost reach,
Must I catch you?
well, nobody really catch me. Somebody assume. But I've always been one to work hard.
Right.
And my sweetest goal, it might sound foolish, but is when I take off my shirt and I wring it and see the perspiration. I know I'll put in some work.
But it was what they mentioned Alvin Morris, when we went to the youth home in the Monson. Alvin was feeling godly and feeling at the bars, man.
Right.
And people go and say, hey, that's easy for you figure, he don't know already. He don't know already.
Right.
But you take him back to the Winston field, because you're going to have a selector on tonight, this morning, hopefully.
Yeah.
I remember that particular game. Flipper ball, 6 overs, I think, for about 5 minutes or 6 minutes. No one's going to flipper.
No, flipper ball 5 overs, 5 maiden.
Okay.
Wow.
You get 1 wicket.
Wow.
Me ball 6 overs, 5 maiden. I mean, I get no wicket. And I pick the team and I pick flipper.
Oh, okay.
So what happens now? My good friend, I was passing my car to the back of the pub. Old Sturge Park, Montserrat.
Yeah.
I was walking in the back of the pub, my good friend, Hot Nicer, called me and said, hey, Angel, come here, man. So he showed me the team. Well, this is the team we have. So you see, K. Benjamin, but then they wins a bowling real fast.
Right.
Inaccurate. Flying bunks, flipper. So he said, look, you have the wrong Benjamin.
I remember that. But nobody told inaccuracy was never my thing. I was aggressive.
You fly more bunks out of the place.
You fly more baba.
Nah, and selectors weren't impressed.
Can I take you to wayward?
You know what I mean?
No, wayward. Then they want to have a picture of them and can drive and look pretty. So that's it. I mean, as I tell you, me bowl 6 overs, 5 maiden, and 1 run. People bowl 5 maiden.
Right.
You see what I say? But then they want to have pictures of man can come and press you and look. No, I don't say what.
But we say about the real shop.
Right.
But yes,
So he said to them, look,
it's the wrong
this
Benjamin.
man for the future. That was Western Circle, look, we see who the next best prospect. Flip a body could go hide and waste at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you get the pick.
Right.
And you
Never look back.
let me done.
Right.
Never look back.
You let me done since. You know what I mean?
I think one of my problem, well, not a problem, but one of my issues used to be that, and people don't understand, I have this tendency of being, well, as Taddy mentioned earlier, I feel like maybe just totally far from that, but give me 100%. And that is all I'm asking. I was enthusiastic. I might walk out on the field, look like evil, nothing trouble me.
People say they're carefree.
Carefree.
Yeah, people
But people don't understand. See, the thing about it, this is one of the things I've learned from my experience is that you don't look at people's demeanor and dictate that they're not interested or they're not. You have a conversation and say, listen.
Get to know the person.
Get to know the person.
Right.
I remember an incident happened to me in Australia. We were at Queensland, and I'm getting, boy, look on the field. You look. So God know me try 200% of me just not understand. But people have to understand too. Your movement is language and it's fluent.
Right.
And then like a shot and stand to be steps. So you look. Because I'll go slow, gear and all, and then say quick, ask quickly and both. I beat them, every Roger Harper, they say so fast, all and get beat. So I said, but nobody's getting two. We're supposed to get one, and we're supposed to get one, they're not getting any. So
the guy looks so cool. And,
so, but I'm always a competitor. I think maybe sometimes that my competitive nature gets the better of me.
Right.
I'm not perfect. I'm not going to try to sound perfect, but I'm always giving 100%. I can recall an incident that stood out in my mind, and I can assure you that 99.9% of the Antiguan public did not know, as an under 19 player, I got suspended for 6 months.
Right.
And up to today, sitting here now behind this mic talking to you, I don't know why I get suspended.
Why?
No.
Right.
And nobody called me and tell me anything. I was going to look for my animals because ABS Sports Line. And then that is where I heard from, and it's tears. I want to know, well, what happened?
Right.
So I went and I told my mother, and she called my godmother in England.
Right.
And so I went to England. Well, I had plans of going to England, and then the survey, which is scholarship came about. But it's funny because we're playing, I think it was Guyana in Barbados at the old Desmond Haynes ground.
Right.
And I was feeling at backward point. Some of the grounds in Barbados is small.
Right.
So you got 2 rounds boundaries up.
Yeah.
A man go back and cut the ball, and we're feeling one of them. So I dive and stop the ball because there's no way. I could there's no way I could turn and chase. It don't make no sense. And I was called off the field by the now president of the Western Cricket Board, asking me if I wanted to be a professional.
Right.
And we just couldn't understand, for the sake of me, why he asked me a question. And then the next thing, and that's the only thing I can think like suspend me for. From since I know myself, I feel comfortable wearing my hat back to front.
Right.
I don't do it on the cricket field, but when I'm on the bus, and he had a problem with that. So I that is the only thing I can see that why I get suspended. Yeah.
So, but they never mentioned it to you.
Not up to this day. I don't know. Not up to today, Daddy.
What I'm thinking, if they issued it, at least tell you.
Address it.
Yeah.
Well, hungry was no about that, because for some reason you just pick when they do always straight. I don't know why. You know what I mean? I had a similar incident in England on the bus. Sandals sponsors. That was 1995. And Sir Wells Hall was highly irritated that I'm wearing my hat back to front. So Mr. Manager up on the bus. We're on the bus. It's not like I'm walking on the road and yeah.
Well, I guess some people have the issues like, those old school people tend to be like that.
Yeah, but it's communication.
Yeah. But I just
Yeah.
talk and say whatever. But two things start when I start was things that start in your mind. Two things start in my mind when it comes to in terms of playing cricket. I remember a game against a regional game against Trinidad. I remember a game when a guy hooked you for 6 or 4 hits.
They're not going to man.
No,
Yeah,
he didn't really hook me. No, he picked
Stop
the
him
ball
up.
up
Yeah.
and hit me over like a straightish middle wicket down into the
we
government.
had hard.
Wait. That one old pitch bar they're talking about earlier.
Hit the bar
Hit the
real
bar
hard.
real hard
I started getting chat like so.
Yeah,
remember that?
he was he was giving a lot of lips.
Yeah. I
And,
remember that
and
game there.
those are the things.
I remember that game there.
As I said to people, there's passive aggression and there's combative aggression. And when he started talk, I just started to smile. my aggression was passive. I am not going to talk and give a whole bag of chat. But a guy from All Saints named Pointy.
I know Pointy.
He hold on to the ball and said, no, this ball is a good man.
Yeah.
No one is man knock the ball. And they change the ball. I roll the ball to Mr. Williams, and he throw the ball. Oh, I can beat bowling. I say, yeah, you can beat bowling. So we tell him,
Who's Mr. Williams now?
Ken Williams.
Oh, okay.
So we say, you can beat by bowling. Tell him, no, this is straight point of the head. And the very next ball, unfortunately, even though I said it, I was going to do it, you know, you're playing sport, your intention is not to hurt people really and truly.
I
But
think you get hit in the eye or something like that, I think.
yeah, you get hit in the face and lost an eye.
We had a quick bump, I remember that. And then other game too, in ARG too, against Pakistan. When I said of driving me and that, niggas stuff.
My thing was, well, funny enough, and Taddy can testify to this. I don't like lick a bit of bowling. You give me lick a bit of bowling, I get. So when 5 and 6 overs done gone, is when me really wow.
Right.
So me will go 20.
Right.
I grew up bowling this extended. I trained that way.
Right.
So it was never a problem. And then later on in my career, I heard somebody say, I can't bowl long spells. So I said to the person, if you tell me I can't bowl, I'll believe you, but you can't tell me I can't bowl long.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my career was just a fairy tale. When I look back at it, everything was moving at high speed.
Right.
Played 1 year for Leewards, 2 years for the under 19, and then I'm in the West Indies team. It was just a rapid rise, and just as rapid as you go up, you come back down.
Right.
You know what I mean? But looking back at it, I think, knowing what I know now, I guess age and experience would have taught me certain things. And again, handling of a youngster is critical to his longevity and consistency in any field of work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that is one of the things that I never had. And then people start to look at me, waiting and hoping and wishing that I would screw up.
Right.
And you know, looking back at it, I just laughed. I said to myself, this is how it used to be, boy, and now I'm on the other side of the coin.
Right.
Looking in, I find it, no, I'm not looking for you to do anything to mess up. I'm looking to guide you not to mess up. You know, and you know, some of these people still, I'll look at them sometime and they'll make some statement and I'll just laugh because now I can do that. Whereas before, you say match, I say scratch. You know what I mean?
We come out, I just say maturity now, you know, you're mature
Yeah,
now, so
definitely. But one of the weirdest things that I keep asking myself, which one of you can say that I ever disrespect y'all and y'all have me known as this bad man?
Because perception is a funny thing. Cause just I was talking to somebody about cricket and stuff, and they said, "Well, Winston Benman, that wood boy there, like," and I have to tell the person, "Why is some person rude? You have another person, but she just go up what she hears say and all kind of stuff, and we don't get to know the person."
Right.
You know, so people hear that story and just walk with the one time and understand,
But I can give you a joke.
and that's what happened.
I was at Roman Hill many moons ago, coming to our scenes, and I beg a ride from this guy.
Right.
Cricket was playing at the time, and he started to talk about this guy, Winston Benjamin. So me sitting down there listening to him, and oh, what a little boy rude, and he going on and on and on, and me just smile away, and when he sent me, like, he go on like slide, yeah. When you reach,
outside you go on.
like in a pain. And then when we reach Alzheimer's, one of them guys at the crash would call me. So he looked at me and said, "You name so?" I tell you, yeah.
When you don't split your guts.
He just, yeah. So when I tell him yes, he just bow his head and just drive off. And say, "I'm accustomed.
Right.
People don't know you, but they give you a basket to carry water." But so much is life I've learned, and I'm trying now to make sure that the youngsters I'm around or dealing with don't fall into the same trap that I fell into. You gotta use your experience for a better cause.
True.
Not to look for a reason to push aside somebody.
Right.
You know, because that person that you push aside might be the person that is the diamond in the rough.
Sure.
Like a study said, when you tell them that it's a wrong Benjamin, you know, that could have been the end of my career.
That's true.
You know, and I'm grateful that he
saw something.
Yes.
But I must say something, Bavik, you know, because I wouldn't say saying there. It says a lot to me, I can tell you why.
Right.
Because almost all the combined school guys and parachute guys had to get this bad rap, taddy boys,
Right.
just like he.
Right.
Because I was known to be a man that outspoken.
Right.
And it's something right, we can say it right.
Right.
And authorities don't like that.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when England 89, Putnam is a fast for the army. But he didn't know when somebody said, Taddy, he said, "Wait, are you named so? Me say, old man, are you getting in trouble in Antigua and people in trouble? So what kind of trouble we give? Because if something is not right, and not improving and stuff, we can talk out.
Even that same tour we went on 98 man, they call us a rebel team. They
Yeah.
said, Taddy, okay, a rebel team in England. Because they sanction it.
And they call it said the one 87 rebel team, the one with
Yeah, they didn't sanction it.
Yeah, but man, I understand the situation where the governing body of cricket in Antigua, the Antigua Cricket Association, why do they have to sanction anything when you're not going under the auspices of Antigua Cricket Association?
Exactly.
You're going as an independent group from Antigua, representing Antigua.
Right. I think what happened to now, because sometimes I know with politics or whatever, I hope nobody don't beat me up, but sometimes people think if they now get involved, they feel like outcast, they feel apart.
Okay, but if you want to get involved,
Right.
again, it's communication approach.
Right.
Say, look, Taddy, see you go down a path where I think we can help.
Right.
Where like to be
Right.
on board. And add your pound of flesh.
Right.
You know, I hate when you listen to them talk, they have to ratify. You don't need to ratify. They select pick a team and that's the
Right.
team. You don't need to, because if you don't like Winston because Winston you got a heart attack,
Right.
he gone.
Right.
I don't believe in that.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
That's something the president himself signed off on the team.
Team, yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
get the stuff.
Why you pick this person and why you pick that person? Listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm not apologizing to anybody. They have a fella from Betters, the name I Roots.
Right.
When I was coaching the under 19 team, I got a message that I must not pick I Roots. So me tell them no. If I don't want I Roots, I shouldn't send him here.
Right.
Stop him early. You can't send the guy here, and then when you're done, you're going to tell me, don't pick I Roots. I say, here, if me have a room with I Roots,
Right.
I Roots will come. And so said done because they bring I Roots as an hospital. Say I Roots. You got Larry
Right,
Joseph and Kerry White
Right.
from
New
Cedar
Jobs.
Grove.
See the goal.
Right. Those were my two
Part of the care, yeah.
off spinners.
Right.
And you could not make a team. I said, I don't have a leg spinner. Bow leg spin, you don't have to worry about this great big turn.
Right.
Just be accurate. And the man end up into a Leeward Islands
And
team.
West Indies too.
And West Indies.
Right.
You understand me? And it is difficult when you stigmatize. I don't know what his problem with them was. But if I know that I don't want you in the team, I'm not going to put you in there when you perform.
Yeah.
Me supposed to tell you.
Yeah, well, you
You
say
can't pick it. You can't pick it.
You can't pick
You
it.
can't pick it.
Hey,
Never
hey,
get it says to you. That's what made me Winston. I give it a story in that. Our old friend, old Cannon. Cannon played for I think about 15, 20 years. At least 10 years, 15 years. And we going to Montserrat. And Cannon in the squad. And we go to the have a can of 12 man, water can man.
Yeah.
So some see the guys decide, "Tal, you can't play, now play."
Yeah, yeah.
That was straight. You can't bring an old man, get me water can man.
Right.
If you know you're not getting, now let me home, can say Winston, leave home.
That's my point. I remember when I coached Antigua Seniors the first time, they gave me a team. I mean, I can be honest, the team could have won the tournament.
Right.
We could have won the tournament with the team. But you got Pretty Boy, you got Wild, you got a lot of guys who were 30 plus.
Right.
And I'm saying, we're going to win the tournament, but what's the benefit?
Right.
So I said, no. So I don't want a team there. So we choose a bunch of school big nigga.
Right.
And the president of the league, Leeuwarden's Hurricane right now,
Right.
come up for the practice one day and say, oh, I'll give you one winning team and you mash them up. You pick who you want. So me ask the question, I say, is it about winning or development?
Right.
And I stopped the practice. I tell the guys, the practice done for the day.
Right,
We're going to have a conversation. So we sat down and I tell them straight up, this is what he just called me and tell me.
Right.
I mean, I go on the car and nobody now put my neck on the block for foolishness.
Right.
Yeah, right, Winston.
Marley, which was making his debut at the time, Tyreek Prince, Justin Atenez, we have Ian Tittle as a senior player, we have, what's his name, that plays the Grace one, man, play basketball, good basketball. Curl Simon.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys. We won the tournament, and our first game against Anglia, they get 2-1.
Right.
Montreal get beat, we share about 3-1.
Right.
When they come back to Antigua, everybody with a mic in the face. And I said, no. Me,
Hello, good morning. Hello? Good morning. I hear anybody out then.
Yes.
So when I come back from...
so
Hello, good morning.
A blessed morning.
Basu. Basu, what's up?
I am well, man. I'm giving thanks.
Hey, Basu, did you play combine school with Winston?
If what?
Did you play combine school team with Winston?
Yeah, Winston tried to do my career one time.
Peter from APA. From Benders.
He said, "Don't carry on time. What kind of match that? What kind of match that, Basu?"
Hey, he bowled some no baller to me, right?
What kind of match that?
It was a 2-day game. Combined school versus All Saints. All Saints had a 4-prong with Tittle, Musai, Winston, and Merrick.
the guy that opened.
Yeah, open up.
So where was he?
Basu, when I play cricket, when you make a ball to second step, you walk, you know. So you're looking for war, so you get what you look for.
Hey, the reason the game has an umpire is for the umpire make a decision.
Pardon me?
Where's the Basu?
The reason the game have an umpire is that the umpire makes decision. The umpire said no.
Yeah, and the reason why I have a bowler is the bowler bowl the ball.
And the bowler have a stipulated crease in which to bowl, and the bowler step over, and the umpire also refused to call no ball.
Yeah, Basu, but there's no wall there now. My momentum took me over the line.
But those were the good old days.
So tell us about your football.
Football, Benders. How Benders doing? How Benders doing so far? I think a 2 team you have, right?
Benders is really in mid-table as we speak. Benders is in 5th position after 12 games. You know, I mean, it's not really pleasing, but I give thanks because it could be worse. We're working in the training session to try to improve on that, to see whether or not we could climb the table. There is 2 opportunities that is ahead of us. You finish in the top 2. That's automatically qualified. And 3rd and 4th get into a playoff to, as it relates to the 3rd from last in the Premier Division. So we're not out of the woods. You know, we're not in an excellent position or a position that we wish that we would have been in. But nevertheless, it is what it is.
Basu.
And we have to just go back to practice field and work.
Basu.
Hey.
I come with a small fee now. If you want a defender or you want somebody to stand up in the middle and distribute the ball, it's just a small fee. You want to meet me outside when we finish?
Winston, with people like you and myself, right? We have genuine parts which are no longer readily available. So it's not a situation that, you know,
Basu.
we could get injured.
Basu.
And
technology, man. This
we
is
could get injured.
Technology find them parts of
I'm guarding your and that part coaches that you have there.
Basu, technology find them parts of way. I see a very good...
Say that again?
Technology had them pass there. I see a very good friend of mine the other day. And I go and party on the chest and I feel something unusual. I ask you what happened? He tell me he got a pacemaker. So no worry about the parts, man. Just enjoy life and have fun.
Yeah, I mean, have fun, but I mean, we can have fun playing amongst ourselves. We playing with them young boys is something completely different.
All right. I hear you. I hear you.
So your team not doing so well this man. Eh? So
I'm not saying that the team is not doing as well as I expect them to be doing. I mean, as I said, you know, we're mid-table, we're 5th in a 12-team competition, so it doesn't really speak bad. But I mean, I guess it's basic on the goals that we set out at the beginning of the season. You know, we're not on course to achieve those goals. We have a lot of work to do.
And in a way, he's a famous football coach too. You know, he have his own team and all that.
Attackers, right?
No,
I mean, what I think I could utilize Winston in is in his service of expressing his expertise and the regiment of training as it relates to the youngsters. Let them be aware of the discipline that is involved in being fit and ready to go. I remember having a discussion with Winston. We had some talks, and he told me how he used to run to bush or just how to keep fit. I mean, you know.
But right now, for me, 4 hands full, boy.
they don't appreciate these things.
See what you are in the bush.
But that used to be
It seems like what?
You see what you like the bush and so, eh?
Plenty.
Yeah. That's what he tell me. I have no reason to disbelieve it.
And Basu, when you come my school practice, you want to dodge me, you know? That boy wins, so you want to dodge me. But hey, the dodging work okay.
Basu, when you had this man, I tell you got home that field 72 times.
Well,
me not give practice.
Numbers. Me know you tell man just run. Now I tell you how much time to go. Just
but
run.
me tell you that's what you do. But you're not gonna when you done 172 times, you're not getting time to practice. Practice me want practice.
Hey, Basu, I got a joke at time about football. I think it was fair. And somebody gave me a joke. They said the first time Dan Livingston coached a football team, Nantic football team, he had to run in for about 2 hours in the afternoon. Then he kicked the ball. So at the end of practice, they got together. I said, Coach, but we didn't kick any ball today. So he said to them, look, when we play football, we run for at least 90 minutes. So I want to see if other guys who run for 90 minutes.
That's pretty dumb.
So I rest my case.
Yeah.
So I rest my case in Basu, you know. So when it's on the board, you want to bowl 20 overs, you're fit to bowl 20 overs.
Easy pickings, man.
Oh,
Ain't David go say, when he comes in, oh, well, we just changed the bowling from one end.
And he was my big bowler, you know. So when a new batsman come here, want somebody come fighting some batsman, you know. So I had to call him back, say, hey, captain, get a man wins on the ball. So we can shake on the man like a bit.
That is how we just gave him a wicket in them.
So, Basu, when the next game?
My next game is Thursday, but I don't want to talk. When I talk football, that is about Bendals FC, right? But there's another team in Bendals called Green City who's doing much better than Bendals.
Yeah.
They lie third in the standing with a game in hand. So while I am, the president and I'm for Bendals FC, there's also another team representing the community which is doing well, and I really want to say kudos to them and hope that they continue in that part. So even if we don't make it, that they do.
So where that side train?
Both teams train on the same field.
So why one doing so well and the next man doing so bad?
Coach's philosophy.
It's boiled down to discipline.
Oh, okay.
So with Ambassador, I'll find some. One team from the east and one from west end.
No, one from the north side and one from the south side.
One in north and south. Yeah, but the north and south. Yeah. North is like the school area. The south is more like Green Castle area.
No, that is West Wind from as it relates to Bendal Field.
So that means you get another team there.
Yeah,
West team then. Can you get the 3 teams then? So I can get the 3rd team.
Oh no. That I mean, the talent is already, the pool is already small to harness 2 teams. It is already difficult to like that. I mean, when I look at it now, some people still think that it's doing good. It has its positive, but I can only imagine if it was one team how much better it would have been. But that might be crying for on the spilt milk as for now.
But Basso, I don't understand how Bendel had 2 teams when the association literally dismantled all Saints that had 3 teams, and 2 teams were in Premier Division. So how they allow that to happen again?
Well, who was the president when All Saints was dismantled?
Who was the president, boys? The guy McCoy?
McCoy.
I like to say it all has to do with different administration. When an administration is in place, based on their goals and what they expect, it's how it's done. Different administrations see things differently. I personally would have think that the pool in Benders is so small, it should be 1 team. But then that's just Basu thinking.
Basu, I think if you all have a name change, it could be Bendel FC 1 and 2, then you could always go up and come down,
Right.
Okay.
I think that is all it takes. Just Bendel FC 1 and 2, and you can rotate, you can go down, you can come back up.
Okay. But all in all, things are looking on the up for Bendel's community, because with even any one team being promoted, that's a bonus for the community. Since 1995 is when Bendel's last competed in the Premier Division, so it's been a while.
1995 is a long time ago.
It's eons ago.
What about cricket now? Yeah, I don't play cricket all with the Benders.
Say that again?
You playing cricket in Benders?
No. Cricket has died in Bendel since before 1995.
What are you gonna do, Basu, to resurrect that?
Go again?
Said what are you gonna do to resurrect that?
It's a tall order. I can recall how it died. It died because of the wicket preparation. That was the biggest problem. To get the wicket prepared for training. Because after cricket stopped playing in Bendel, you
would have had the antidote by now.
Go again?
I say you would have had the antidote by now.
Yeah, quite honestly though, I've been really concentrating on football, so I've paid much attention, and the demand for the cricket hasn't taken off. But if I was supposed to try to revive cricket, I would start with a grassroots program with people even under 10, having them going through that regimen. So by the time, in a few years down the line, then they'll be more equipped to take part in competition.
But you think if somebody go to the Benders school and ask some question, you think they will find maybe about 20 youngsters who are interested in playing cricket?
Bender, I don't think I'll find that number. Bender school is very small.
Oh, okay.
Well, so he passed here something last year, T with us as the young guys on the field. Pierce Williams.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, maybe to revive it is to, because, I mean, I think it's a similar situation in Goal and Go, where we could probably come together and start a grassroots program where then we could have some youngsters coming through the ranks.
But you can get some guys in Buckley's to maybe get Buckley's not too far for you know.
Maybe zone it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Buckley
started my
is not
program in
far
Buckley's 2 weeks ago.
geographically, but road-wise,
My grassroots program I used to have at Rising Sun.
yeah. I mean, and I don't know how to put, because I used to play for Buckley's. We just walk up the hill.
So wait. You played at Buckley's and Winston was there?
No.
Hey?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think when I left and go university, and when I come back, I used to play, and when Winston was there too, yeah. Winston and Darrell.
I think you got that mix up. 'Cause I have never played with Darrell.
Oh, that I.
Listen, I stopped. Let me see, the last
And that guy can tell you,
the
right?
last time I played cricket in Antigua was 1984. When I played for Antigua in 1984, I went to England in 1985 and I never come back and play
Local cricket.
local cricket. And when I do play local cricket, when I come back, it's for all
Maybe
saints.
Test League.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Okay, well, no, well, maybe, yeah.
So I don't think you were in university in 1984.
Definitely not.
Well, Basu, it was a nice talking to you, man. I'll get back to Winston here so we can get some more stuff about him, you know?
Man, and all the best and good luck in your program. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Boy, take care, boss.
Take care. You know you're always welcome. So that Basu, I know you just play some, you just be a shotgun, left arm batsman, open batsman. With a shotgun.
Home comments when you go academy.
Academy, you just go academy school. Yeah. But in terms of, I know now, as we go on your show, coaching, what made you get into coaching?
I love kids.
Right,
For some reason, they just gravitate to me.
right,
And after going to England and see the whole structure and the setup,
right,
how they do things, it just dawned on me that we are behind the 8 ball,
right,
because from the age of 12 to 16, 18,
right,
we're just as good or even better.
right,
But then beyond that, we tend to fall apart.
right, right.
So one of my aim was to give back, you know, and in England, when it's raining or not, you can still go training.
Right.
Here in the Caribbean, except in recent time for a couple of islands like Barbados, Trinidad and Guyana.
You can do English training. Who else? Bouncing. Morning,
Hello.
Mr. Chairman. Bouncing.
Hi, what's up?
How we doing?
What's up?
Everything good? How's St. Kitts?
It's nice and quiet. Safe now.
How does it feels to see Leeward treat the cricket back on stream? How you feel? What feeling you get when you hear that?
Well, to be honest, it's an overwhelming feeling now to see all the, still in the Leeward Islands, and they have been given an opportunity now to execute their skills.
Right. And from your standpoint as chairman selectors, how you feel about the tournament so far in terms of the players you see in the batting and bowling and stuff like that? Because following the game, I see teams out in one team out in one day, 2 teams out in one day, same day. So I think that sounds like they're playing a lot of rush shot, or we can not good. I don't know. Well, you on the ground, so you tell me.
Well, after not having accomplished for so long, I guess the players going to be excited to be here and really want to do well. So that alone is a bit of pressure. But in terms of the conditions, I think they have some very good pitches and so forth. You see the talent, but I mean at this level is not talent. This is not R19 cricket. This is performance based, and I think that the players are not really exhibiting that patience that is required at this level on a consistent basis. You see it in Spurs, but you're gonna need it on a consistent basis. bowling and batting, because you see a lot of inconsistency in terms of line and length, the aggressiveness of the fast bowlers, and the batters, a lot of them getting starts looking good, but, you know, just getting out.
Right.
I have a different take on this thing, though, Bungson. I have a different take. Because here say the batsmen, they say they're in a hurry to get out, or whatever. But take, for example, Antigua. The last one they played something called 10-10. Then they played in the two-day cricket yet, you know. So I believe that this tournament was, well, let's say, misconstrued. The timing poor. You should have come after Antigua, wherever they played the two-day tournament. So the batsmen and players are well prepared. So they take it from 10-10, when no cricket is being played, to play, we're just now. The young people, I don't know, 2020 cricket now. So even in the habit of batting for long, you know, but I'm very happy that they are the two-day tournament now. I've been called for that for so long now. But I think it's still, you know, I mean, just to say do it. And I'm hearing out until our two-day cricket does not start yet. They went in there until this tournament ends. And the 10-10 done long time. So why they want players on two-day cricket until building up to this tournament? That's my take on it. I don't understand it, you know. We just go along with all kind of nonsense around this place. Because, hey, there's no some talent there in Antigua, you know. When I go and see them, I tell you, plenty of talent there, but like nothing is being done too hard as a talent. And I heard Winston say something earlier, you know, and I'm here laughing to myself. I was saying to you, ratified team and this team and that team, the Cricket Association. What have they done? The last Antigua team I can told, let's say Antigua team, Parachute I can told England 89. This Cricket Association has never organized to bring teams in for our guys, so I'm sure with experienced players now.
Okay, outside.
So how are you going to develop them? Just playing on your own doesn't help now. I can tell you something now. When I played with Gene Gould and Veron and Vivian and all them guys, those guys were almost as good as Vivian, talent-wise. Gene Gould and all them guys. But what? You're playing locally. St. John's against Rising Sun and this and that. But in order for you to improve, they will play leader in the tournament.
Right.
But then they make leader in the team. Now we're going to play Trinidad, and it's a different, we're saying a different feel when we play against all the big guys now. Well, we will consider big. Until Winston fortunately play the youth tournament.
Right.
When they play youth tournament, I'm sure they said you realize they're not as good as people say, are they not better than you? Bouncing got the experience though. But our guys here, we don't get the opportunity to bring in teams like when I used to play. They used to bring teams.
Right. And
they have plenty of money now, you can't send the money. So give the guys the opportunity to play. I don't know if you bouncing it, I brought a team of Trinidad playing against Parachute guys and so in Antigua. A team of Trinidad, because my take was get them to play against spin bowlers.
Right.
You know, it's all the knock, they can't play spin bowlers good. You remember, so he brought him James and spin and said they can't learn the bad spin. And it does come by school play against the Parachute club team, so all they get the opportunity to play. So I have probably not, well, not you bouncing, but Cricket Association, then they do enough to promote and develop the skills, Vincent. That is my take, bouncing, but that has nothing to do with you. You're only a selector. But I would say we're not doing a good job. Where's your bouncing? You're breaking up.
Break up.
Guys about that.
So tell me something though. This tournament here is the guys that perform well. They're up for grabs to get selection in the West Indies tournament for Lever's team.
Yeah, most definitely. We have a Shimo game in Trinidad starting next month, and this is a perfect opportunity for the guys on the verge. You know, the talk has been, especially in Antigua, about 7 players, and they're getting the opportunity down here. And you know, they're not using it to the full advantage. They're getting the starts that they need, the opportunity to bowl, and I don't think that they're really grabbing hold of the opportunities 100%. You know, but like some guys, we have a few centuries, like 5 centuries I scored already. One guy, Mario Dane from down here, he has 2. You know, if you have some centuries, have a 5 wicket haul, So you see some players that putting their names in the selectors hat.
Right.
So to speak.
How issue do I say a while ago now? 5 wicket hard, I mean, man ball good now. 5 wicket hard may be lucky, but I just selector. I would have said, give my version of things.
When I say 5 wicket hard, what I'm seeing, when I talk about 5 wicket hard and they talk about playing. I'm captain is versus I'm 13, so I know when somebody ball good.
Right, exactly. I'll tell you one thing.
And I know when they ball.
The first time I picked a parachute in 1980, I picked from a school book. I was playing cricket at the time. And how can a centuries man make? When you start the practice, I ask yourself,
Okay,
how do you make the one? Just slip? Yeah, they get bad good. So, it's all good here, man score century. But how well the bat? Because I had a conversation I got with this week, you know. That boy there by the boy, the great privileges. When you get the first place, 11 pick, he never have a century in shell, you know. When you think you have 50 good. But it's a talent. So, make runs don't mean bad good. Sometimes.
When the West need to start again.
When you look at it the other way, the man is bad good and the ones at the end of the day, I perform. You know. No matter how you look at it, you perform in school, you need to be given the opportunity to at least try.
I can understand that, you know. But I tell you, when I was selected, I remember they tried to pick some guys, and I opposed strongly, but I went along. But I had to get who I wanted to. Because I know I had some guys that come to my school better than them. But take for example, your good friend Cleve. Even though out nobody got Winston and Kenneth and gone out everybody straight. But Cleve was bowling good. Winston good, no about that.
Right.
Yeah, that time come to my school win championship. You remember that Winston, right? So I had to go argue case of Cleve. And they said, boy, you know what, nobody, this and that.
I think Cleve was one of the most underrated bowler in this country. And personally speaking, I think Cleve should have played with Leeward Islands.
Right.
And that is just my take.
When daddy make a big sting when I actually have a factory, I forgot that daddy said, because my son are fast and I piggy.
No, but Jonathan wasn't exactly still like a Jonathan. Will stick you up.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand me? But I see they bring a guy from Sinkies running snake style, and I mean, I was surprised that as a selector, you would bypass people like Jensen and Cleve and go that route. But before we go, let me ask, Bongsen, you still here?
Yeah.
Let me ask the question, is this tournament is going to be playing next year at the same time? I don't know if you can answer the question, but I'm asking.
I think this game is because of the window between the break. You know, they try to play this tournament so they can see players. This is the best opportunity. From what I heard, this is the best opportunity to play a tournament. So next, you know, I don't know how they're gonna do it. You have to ask those that in authority, Peter and Enoch and them guys.
But what we hear to Vincent, Sink is not in the same zone in Antigua and Montserrat and so on, right?
No, well, that is what I was going to ask. Is it a zone, Bongton, or it just happened to be like that on the fixture?
Yeah, it's on the fixture. It's not any zone, but because each team playing 3 games because of the time. It doesn't, and I think they work. They trying to work with how the budget go with each team. Because one game, Anguilla and St. Martin will be the last game next week. We'll be playing in St. Martin. So I guess the St. Martin guys have to go back home to work or something. So I guess, I don't know. You have to, I think they need to talk to maybe somebody on the board for better understanding of the legislation.
But why would have St. Kitts not playing against either Antigua or Nevis?
Asked that question last week.
Because when I look at the fixture, if I was to do the fixture, those 3 teams would have to play each other.
Exactly.
And then you play another team from outside. And then you lay the others in them. But when you look at the fixture, it sends some
Insularity.
well, let me not use the word insularity. Some favoritism.
Right.
It looks that way, and not taking away anything from a back-to-back century by Larry Udane, because when I was in charge in 2017, 2018, I had requested that he be a part of the setup, but for some reason, the powers that be weren't seeing what I was seeing,
Right.
because I had him at under 19s. And I'm happy that he has now scored back-to-back, and also I'm happy for
Who's the guy?
Larry Udane.
Wooding.
Udane.
Okay.
And I'm happy that I see Akeem Sanders is putting his hand up again. I think he was very unfortunate to have been overlooked.
No, in terms of Sanders, I don't think he's overlooked us. Remember, Sanders had some off the field issues at the board.
Say it again, I didn't hear that.
Decision. Remember, Sanders had some off the field issues that I think, from my understanding, from my provision, that is the reason for him not being around for a few. He came back for a few games and then got himself in problems again. So he's not Sanders in terms of his cricketing ability. He's not. I don't think he's that.
So he gets himself
So when you say overlook, I don't know if that seems like you're talking from the selector's point of view.
No, what I'm saying, we knew what happened in Antigua with Akeem. Are you telling me that there was another incident after that?
Well, I think that, yeah, no, I don't think another incident happened after that. But
Well, exactly the point. So, had that been handled correctly, Akeem Sanders would have missed one first-class game in the Super 50 the following year, because he was supposed to miss 2 games, and the last game of the season, he would have missed that, and then he would have missed the first Super 50 game, and then all would have been all right. So I thought there was another incident happened after that.
well, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure this. I can't pinpoint it, can't remember. But there's some sort of issue why he wasn't around in terms of contract with players and so on after that.
But Winston,
COVID and all.
maybe we should go on because that's not his job. That's the president association. He's just chairman selector. So
No,
he
I'm just
can-
asking. I don't know. He's a chairman.
But
So some information would have to be given to him,
Right.
not to select him,
Right.
but he said that after the field situation, I thought it was something else.
Right. Because something like that now is, as I say, you have to know the player and get to know, communicate to the players and them.
Right.
And say, hey, this is what I want you to do here. You know, this happened in the past. How can we correct this? How can we move on? Because you're somebody that we want for the future. You're somebody we can invest in and stuff like that. And give them that support team around him.
But Bongson, Winston asked a very pointed question just now. But I think that can be
Right,
started
yeah.
out early. Because he asked what time, if the tournament will be the same time next year. But West Indies board, they do their schedule. So they should know when they have the break. So he can, basically what he said, they're using the break now
To have the
to
tournament.
facilitate this tournament. So when they look at the schedule for next year, they can put the team, they have teams prepared for the tournament. So I understand Winston is going. If it's going to be annual stuff, Winston played, it was June into early July. By the time you don't play all those tournament matches in Antigua, people well prepared, trials and all kind of things. So you go into the tournament well ready, well good. People swing out the centuries, not all this fly cricket, 10 and 20 fly business.
But you gotta be careful now, because the authorities think that playing 10-10 cricket is something to be glorified. They need their pound of flesh. So everybody, oh yeah, we have a 10-10 tournament. But I did an interview and I said, I'm going to be surprised if these youngsters transfer that
To the longer version.
to the longer version,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
senior experienced players struggle
Yeah.
to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because that's how we do. 20-20, 10-10, 20-20, 10-10. Even if you're playing 50 overs, which would have given me a little bit more time,
Exactly.
I can build an innings.
Yep.
But
Yep.
10-10 and T20 cricket is no cricket.
What-
And you hear they complain about combined score, but yet still they put in combined score in these kind of competitions.
Get Bongson.
I think what happened, I think later on in the year as well, they're going to have just before the Super 50, they will have a 50 over competition, Leeward Islands competition. So they're trying to incorporate the 3-day on an annual basis as well. So, but they're trying to play, during just before each tournament, the 4-day tournament and the Super 50. But I know definitely later on in the year they're gonna have a 50 overs tournament as well.
But I remember when my school was there, when I was there early, when I got the first, I said tell the guys, those they played 40. And my instructions were a battle hard 40, and I came out one time like, and one day I get out, learn to battle land. Because when 2 days start now, you might have about 60, 70, 80 overs. But get the idea, batting land, occupy crease, the whole boat flying it out. It have to impress me to fly cricket. So I'm hoping guys get, I see a score sheet yesterday. Williams 79.
Yeah, that guy makes sense to what the guy did.
One and 50 something again.
That guy makes sense the guy from Liberta.
Walsh?
No, the guy from Walsh makes 70
somebody make 80 something.
The first thing 80 something guy that William.
Young
go son.
Oh, yeah.
Go make 40 something.
No, man, somebody make 82. I don't know who it is.
Go make 80 something.
Who?
Who make 42 years old?
He made 82, right?
No, he make 74 first minutes and then.
Somebody make 82 years, man.
In the game.
In the game. In the same game. They make 77.
So make 82 years, the second innings.
And second is TBD son makes some ones.
79.
79. And somebody make 80 something. Because
who make 82 bongs it?
Carry my go make 82.
Carry
okay,
go, right.
82.
Right.
I saw the score sheet. I saw it, for instance. So I'm saying a lot of 70s and 80s and 50s, then I'll go and score century.
So as a chairman selector, it seems like to have your hands full.
I didn't hear that.
As a chairman selector, you have your hand full?
No, yeah. They man fully if you have to select team, but they are the opportunity to select themselves. Because the guys that scored the century, these guys are all open batters. Well, Sanders spot in the middle, but the guy from Nevis, the Webb, he scored a century yesterday, and then they have Larry O'Day, and he scored 2 centuries. Both of them are open batters. So only Sanders at the middle, the batsman, and then they have
the guy
half centuries half.
The guy from Nevis scored a century. How old is he?
I think he's in his late 20s. I'm not sure of his age, but I think he played the last.
He will be
27,
28.
Leeward Islands
Jim was
supposed
supposed to be age.
See, I think the problem got to that team, My problem, when I argued with Case the other day, said there's some boy in the hatch from Angola, it's open bat, some boy named Powell from Nevis. Tell me get rid of them. Then I was one of them man. If I get some young boys and move on, if I say young guys make West Indies team, I have a problem I pick team now. That's why I don't like to be going now. Because my ideas are different. You see, I can tell you why my ideas are different. Bouncing. I don't know if I ever heard me say so. When I came into cricket, there's a man named Lester Bird, a man named Tim Nectar. And it gets rid of all old man, don't speak all young boys. Just get rid of them. Show one ticket team. Then the anti-officers are coming in, Vivian and the guys coming in. And since the time the anti start finding plenty of man play West Indies cricket. Get rid of all the old guys. If a man doesn't do like Winston said, it could be difficult for you to do that now. Because everybody think the man's supposed to get played. When it's a national team, that's the mindset. I can tell you that guy used to last, he got job when I was selector. Never failed for Antigua yet, never once failed. Outstanding performance every time. And they were going to get his pick. So, well, he done play 10 years now, and look at him make West Indies team. They'll give a young Jensen Joseph pick. That's what I used to get job. Never failed. Never ever failed. Outstanding every tournament. But that was the mindset of Antigua selectors at the time. Give another young chance to develop to go on to West Indies team. That's why I had to say they had to rank Benjamin. Okay, you get to see the talent for the West Indies prospect. That's why I picked team in Antigua. But Leeward Islands team now, they may be bad with us. But I picked man with over 30 so who win tournament. I have a son after my Babs can't find anybody to play cricket. Right. they stick with the old guys for so long. So now we can't find anybody play cricket. And Barbs play the most cricket. Barbs just play the most
Well,
cricket.
I mean, sorry, when you look at it, right? How I look at it in terms of picking in old guys and this and that, guys over 30 or whatever. When I look at it, the system change in terms of our coaching staff now, they have contracts, right? And they, I guess they're whatever contract decides, and they're so some they want senior guys, they don't want any young guys to start with them. They want to play for West Indies or they want it. Their focus is mostly on, winning or doing well so that they can get continue they go. When you look at it in a perspective. So it's a different mindset now. You have a contract, you're working basically, this is a job. Because whatever you're doing in the country, you put that aside and now you take up this as a profession. So you have to make sure that you have and believe in players that you think can do well for you. So this is maybe so.
I agree with
what you're saying.
No, I hear what you're saying, Bongson, but I have to interrupt you rudely. Because see, the problem I have with that setup that I've been saying, kids, is that we in Antigua and Munster are saying we like producing the players to go to that camp that you can get in some of the jokey guys you have there now. Because when you like it or not now, well, see where they're laughing stock now. They can't make the ones, they can't bat, they can't bowl now. Who the bowlers you have, you can't really call a bowler, except for the young Alzari. Who else again? The batsmen them, except for the top bat, who, I like them because they play like great test cricket. They bat nothing get out. All the other guys come in and just, hey, you hope they get lucky. And that's the problem they got. Find some young guys who can mature. Okay,
but let me say this.
Yes,
I said to one of the youngsters this morning, because he was asking me a question. No, it's not this morning, it was yesterday. That he thought that he should get in the Antigua team. And I said to him, the guy that gets in ahead of you was in the system. You see, for over a decade now, they put a thing in place where once you're in the system, you go through until you finish. So a young Mandela coming up don't have no opportunity to show or highlight his talent. You understand me? So now they're opening back up that avenue. We see happen. Right. Hopefully the local association will understand the requirements, because sometimes I think they just do things for the sake of saying they're doing something. It has no purpose.
I agree with you.
Understand me? So let's hope that the time can be of importance to the selection of a team, if you understand me. So you're going to give out contracts, and the contracts are going to be based on the performance in this particular tournament. Even though this one here now might be a little bit late, unless you go think about your next contract year, right? So that your performance now will put you in good stead for the next contract year, right? And moving forward, you play that tournament in a particular time where the players are benefiting from their performance.
Right.
So that is my take on it. Even though I think that the timing is really of no use at this moment, and the organization of the competition. Who is going to win this competition? Is there going to be
nobody going to win?
Is there going to be a champion in the at the end of the tournament?
Nobody going to win.
No. We asked that question last week.
Okay.
No.
So
I think they just don't want to fit in. They have a gap and just fit in the gap.
I mean, to set it the sum. And you don't say, well, the sum, they said the sum. When a real purpose. The meaning, which, like you said, I'm happy to play Sweden now.
Right.
Nobody happy than me now. I've been asking that for, can't tell how long now. Because, like you said, Winston, it's all right. Give opportunities to young guys who are not in the system to get in the system. Can't be a word. Get in the system. Because that's what you used to do. Kind of told me this. So you recommend this, you recommend that recommend that, and that.
yeah, because I've always said that the best player from Antigua might not be as good as the fifth and the sixth best player from Montserrat.
Oh, yeah.
So because you're the best in Montserrat don't mean that you're supposed to be in the team.
Exactly.
You understand me? Let your performance speak you. Let your performance speak, and then we can say, okay, well, he deserves to be there.
I agree with you totally.
You understand me?
I agree with you totally.
Yeah.
I agree with you totally. Hey, Bongson,
Yeah, Ty.
what time the game started? You're supposed to be watching cricket, man? Okay, let's select the UV.
I'm watching the cricket.
All right. Who? The Antigua match you're watching?
Yeah, Antigua declared this morning.
That was because I was leading by 307 pounds.
Right now, Montserrat 58 with 3.
58 with 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who get the wicket?
Spencer got 1 and Pittman got 2.
But I can say something. I was very disappointed when I watched the score sheet the other day, and they see when Williams bowled about fifth or fourth ball or something like that. And I was very impressed with the 10-10. Some Glendon Williams guy, fast bowler guy.
Okay. No, spinner, left hand.
What to the fast bowler guy play with 10-10 for combined school?
No, he's not. No, Glenton Williams. That is Glenn Williams from Combine School, but this guy is Glenton Williams from
so what to the Glenn Williams guy? He not playing?
Huh?
What to Glenn Williams, a fast bowler?
No, he's not playing. He's not part of the Antigua team.
How come you're not in the team? What happened?
Who? Glenn?
Yeah.
I'm not an Antigua selector, so I don't know. I don't know. You have to ask Shaft.
Guys, see, I know the name jump out at me again last night. No, I hear they pick some Shafter's son and this guy and some other guy in some setup.
Yeah, Yannick Watley, the guy.
And I was saying to you, I saw another 10-10 guy of the Empire, a guy named Mackenzie.
He's in the leg spinner.
Mackenzie not in the squad in St. Kitts.
No, but he's in the West Indies.
Yeah, but how come in an Antigua team?
No, because the West Indies cricket board decided the three of them can't play.
That team was selected. That team was selected. Those guys were selected from the under 17.
They got the guy. Hold on. They got Joel Andrew, Watley's son.
I hear that.
And the same guy, but West Indies cricket board don't want him to play in the tournament. They pulled the Antigua training squad just because.
So let me ask you a question. So when West Indies was selected, put into that, can they make Leon a big team now? That's my question now. Are they eligible to be selected for West Indies, Leland's regional tournament? That's my question to you. Answer me now.
Well, I don't know. I want to know that once they do that, you're in the system now.
Yeah,
they know in the system.
I too remember they have this thing with once they play for West Indies under 19 and stuff, you automatically, I think, fast track and Leland's senior type side. That's still stand.
Yeah, we still stand. Ask Spencer.
And I think
because he played West Indies and he couldn't get in the West. He went to Ghana.
But what I said, the Mackenzie guy is but the first time we see the young guy.
But Mackenzie didn't play for. Well, he played for Empire.
Yeah, he played him in 10-10. The first time I seen him, and I was very impressed. And
yeah, he's in the West Indies under 17.
First time I seen the guy, they see a fast boy, a young guy, Williams guy, and I was very impressed.
Glenn Williams.
Yes, I was very impressed.
We need to clarify and clear up certain things. From even since when I was playing, when you make West Indies under 19, you automatically go to the Leeward Islands trials.
Right.
Child, okay.
Right.
Not in the team.
Okay, say you eliminate for the trials. Say in the squad, you get Leeward Islands trial. Okay, fair enough. I can't respect that decision because you see, playing this field tournament was a good experience with them too. Bowling for long.
Right.
But hey, if they get in the trial, go prepare themselves. And the Mackenzie guy was very impressed with the Glenn Williams guys. The first time I seen them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know bouncing 10 and 20 over 5 hours and 2 hours so board. You get rubbish cricket.
Well, you're preparing for that, isn't it?
But when you play 40 cricket, so you prepare for.
Yeah, but when you play 40 cricket, you prepare them for test cricket. But when you play 10-10, you prepare them for 10-10.
Because
if that is what our local board is doing, and I was over the more 60 side, 10-10, and it's a great thing. It's the best thing ever. you can't expect nothing better than that, Taddy.
Because when I watch the team now, I see some guy that say about their job, he came more faster than me. And they say, I gotta get Mickey Mouse man in the team now, win, so I don't know. No. When you guys
Taddy,
play
I
that,
really truly don't want to speak on that.
wait, so you're begging a job?
If I'm begging a job?
We must see this board.
No, I'm telling me.
I just
no,
ask you the question.
Taddy,
Come, I know you're not like that. No.
even if me win the beg the job, I don't get them, so it don't matter.
Because since you don't want to talk the truth.
Huh? Since I don't want to talk the truth?
Yeah.
No, me don't want to talk, and that me don't want to talk the truth. It just don't make no sense. It's not everything. As I said earlier, and I've grown.
Maturity.
So something is just, you don't need an explanation. You don't need to clarify that because it makes absolutely no sense.
Why me make no sense?
In what I'm saying, what am I talking about it for? It don't make no sense. They're going to do it again.
Okay, not going to change.
It's not going to change nothing.
It's not going to change.
It's not going to change nothing.
Right.
Jordan, I can say, well, what happened to Jeremiah Louis?
Exactly.
He has performed.
Right.
For years.
He's not the fastest bowler
Exactly.
in the region. So how you tell him that Jordan come in, who yesterday I listened to him live on Facebook, and I little more than that, I just run my car in a call, but only that bike might get damaged. Listen to the foolishness that they're talking about.
Right.
He not accustomed to first class, but he not testing.
Right.
I have to get accustomed to playing first class.
I heard the nonsense, Winston. I heard the nonsense.
You
I
heard
heard the nonsense.
Okay, so then what I'm saying to you, Taddy, I don't want to talk about that because it makes no sense to me. Right.
I heard a discussion.
And then you hear Kima Roach like endorsing that. And what I will say, I'm very disappointed in Desmond Haynes, my good friend.
Where John from?
Barbados.
Where Kim from?
Listen, I have said it before and I'm going to say it again now. We need to be more patriotic and less nationalistic when you're selecting a West Indies team.
I agree.
No, but that's why I asked those questions there. Like, they asked the question for a reason.
But when it was answer you should not go on the road.
The guy Louis deserve his play. Is somebody I've been impressed with over the years.
Okay. All right. Let me even.
But like I'll make Bunks back to you again. Bunks, any last thing you want to say so I can go and watch the game? Sorry. Bunks in.
Hey, what's up?
Any
How
last
is that?
comment you want to
Sorry.
make so we can make it go back and watch the game?
Say that again, you kind of look.
Any last comments you want to make before we go back and watch the game?
Well, yeah, just that I'm happy, to ease the burden, the headache of just picking players for picking players' sake. I glad to see that in enough tournaments and players can come and, execute their skills, and you can see fresh and promising players are there, and also players come and, challenge those that are there.
Right.
And those that are there to get an opportunity to prove or show why they deserve to be there. So I'm happy and hopefully that more tournaments like this can be an annual thing. And I think it will also improve the cricket overall. So all the headache that we have in, I think this is a cure for it in terms of a longer version. So that's it.
Good after your
Thanks for
Bunks, but
calling.
just want to say one last week. The time running for Winston right now too, so I want to find out some of you. You get any golf yet?
You don't go play golf 2 days ago.
Of course, I'm going to play around, man. I'm going to play tomorrow. Tomorrow is my off. When I'm off, I'm going to play golf study. That is my hobby now.
I'm the best golfer.
Later, take care.
All right, thanks for all of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
did a great job, man. Keep going.
All right, buddy.
Jeremiah Louis.
Right.
In 2017-2018 season, he got 40 wickets in the 4-day competition. This guy from Guyana.
You thought look at nine Smith or something like
No.
that?
Kimo Paul got 42 wickets. Kimo Paul went into the West Indies senior team. Jeremiah Louis couldn't get into the West Indies B team. You know, we get into a team that took to Canada, which was a C team, if you want to call it that. What's the difference between 2 wickets and a B team play and 42 wickets and an A team or same team play? And then you pick up as far as I'm concerned, a C team, and then you give him a shot. All right, so here we are, looking at these things over the years, continuously keep on happening all the time. We're not getting a fair shake, as Mayweather would say. You're not giving us a fair shake. You understand me? And then you ask why our cricket is going the way it is going. You understand me? And to say something to what Bongsin just said, playing for the cricket is not going to improve our cricket if locally, domestically, if we don't have these kind of cricket playing in Montreal, St. Kitts, Nevis, Antigua, and Anguilla and St. Martin. Right. Because you're going to show up and play, and you can still be the same thing.
Yes, I agree.
So, you're playing a 3-day tournament now. Okay, so we go in our local domestic and we play 2-day. You understand me? And I said to them, start the game on a Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock. Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday. And make up.
You get more time.
Make up the time. Start the game at 9 o'clock.
So you play longer.
You go lunch at 12 o'clock. You play Chio on Chio station.
Wait, I had
Maybe
a
that's
conversation
sharp,
last week.
sharp, yeah.
Start the game 9:30 for that matter. You get at least another
2.5 hours, half an hour, either side, 2.5 hours session. So it can work.
Yeah.
Listen, when I was with the Liberty Hurricane, I put forward that same thing. I said, listen, let Montreal and Antigua play a home and away game. St. Kitts Nevis do likewise. Montreal and Anguilla do likewise. So when they get to St. Kitts, they would have only played 2 games.
Right.
So those 2 teams, Antigua don't play Montreal when they get to St. Kitts.
Yeah, they play them already.
Anguilla, they don't play them already.
They play them already.
You play 4 games. Your tournament done.
I agree.
And you get more cricket. You get to see more cricket.
Just like Nevis, St. Kitts, and with St. Martin.
Antigua Montreal.
They can play them something before.
Exactly, it's a boat right across.
Yeah.
You understand me?
That makes a lot of sense. Because it just close by, there's a boat right.
But something you have been saying for the last weeks and months, you have been saying the same thing.
I've been saying that.
Yes, saying that. And I keep saying about money and all kind of stuff.
Listen, and I said this, and I'm going to say it again. The money they don't have is not the money to go to cricket, it's the money for them to do their own thing.
Right. That was the biggest thing that I think.
Why you got caught, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't nobody name.
We haven't saying about what to do, and I say money. They keep saying money was the challenge.
Why you got caught, right?
To say what?
All right.
Anyway, one of the things that I'm here for is
you can touch your coaching stuff.
No, we are planning the Grassroots Cricket Academy. Is planning a trip to Bermuda. We were invited by the Bermuda Cricket Association.
That's great.
We had a conversation with them a couple of days ago.
You can start off and tell people when
they wait, can't Grassroots?
Tell people
age.
Grassroots start from 5 years. My thing start from 5 years now.
Okay.
But in my academy, there's an elite section.
Oh yeah, no, I can understand.
Right? So we have the 5-year-old go all the way up and then roll over into the elite. So right now, we were planning this trip since 2019. But COVID come in and, you know, the whole shebang. And then some people decide that they can't allow me to do it because it look bad on their behalf. So
wait.
Sorry, I'm not going down the road with you right now. Some people decide they're going to look bad on their behalf, so they got to put some stumbling blocks, and you're fine.
Well, what fine stuff? Yes, I get like push, you know, to put some.
Well, I was saying I'll come back now like 1992.
Anyway, so what I'm saying is that they're having a Tri-Nation in September of this year. Bermuda, preparing for the T20.
What time in September that?
It's the first week in September.
Okay.
Starting the first week in September. So we're in dialogue with them right now, and we have accepted the invitation. Yeah. So we're going to be doing some fundraising drive, just basically asking the public and the masses who love cricket and love to see youth develop to support the cause when the time comes. Definitely we're making some strides where the ladies are concerned. We're seeing some really
that's good
interested females coming out now. One in particular, a young lady came on Thursday, and that's the first time she's coming. But she's from the Virgin Islands. She lives here. She's 12 years old.
Which one, the Virgin Islands?
St. Thomas, I think. St. Thomas, yeah, I think she's from St. Thomas.
Okay.
So what happened now? Well, she fascinated me because
skill set.
It's how far she learned.
She goes to the baseball.
Apparently she used to play baseball. But the stands and everything was whack. And so I said, listen, this is what you do, this is what you do. And knowing the process and how tedious it can be, I stood there for about an hour and 20 minutes watching that child repeat everything I said to her over and over and having fun with it. And I'm like, this is not a normal little girl. So then she said to me, you know, I'm a rapper. And I said, you rap too? She said, yeah, I have over 10 songs.
Wow.
And she played, when we finished, she played them, and I'm telling you, a friend of mine who was there said, look, I know I'm a producer, so I'm gonna Tari, I thought I was positive. The little girl came. She said, listen, if I don't make it here, I gotta make it here. I had to make it. I had to. And she was just so determined.
Upbeat.
And not only smiling and she's having. So I said, why you don't go to cheerleading? She said, no, that's not for me. I'm not into them things. She don't want to be a cheerleader because the school was preparing for cheerleading competition. She said, no, I don't want that. That is not for me. She for basketball, she for baseball, she for cricket. She even tried football.
Those kind of sports.
But she don't want, yeah. And I'm telling you, if she continues, well, I'm going to try and see her parents. Because with little girls, it's more tedious than with little boys. Yeah. And my aim is to get a elite female team, just as we have now. Because there are lots of names, quite a few of the guys who is in St. Kitts is with me right now. You know, and most of the youngsters and them that coming through now is like you, pass through me, go to different clubs. Because I'm saying, you come and train with me, I don't have a problem with that. You go and play for who you want to play for.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I'm thinking about developing Antigua cricket.
That's what I
But then the powers that be seems to
you
think
keep
that
talking about powers that be, you know.
You want me to daddy. Right now I'm a broke.
So wait, what's the name of your club? Tell the
Grassroots Cricket Academy.
That's the name.
Yeah, that's the name of the club.
Where you guys practice?
We practice at Clay Hall. I mean, I've been running around the country.
Right.
I was at Sticky Wickets and National Cricket Board wanted stuff.
Right.
I went to a factory that belongs to all of we.
Right.
And
And I know about factory stuff.
They wetted the pitch.
I spent a lot of time.
I
spent a lot of time
wetted the pitch.
Maybe you wetted the pitch.
The authorities that responsible our own factory, as they would want to think, tell the government wetted the pitch. I prepare my own pitch.
Where's that joke here,
No, I haven't used. I have seen it first. I have been there first time.
I prepare my hold on. I prepare my pitch on a Sunday. For Monday and Tuesday, I prepare it on a Wednesday afternoon. For Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
And the powers that be telling to wet the pitch. When we went there the morning, the pitch soaking wet.
I think as I talked to
you understand?
I talked to somebody there, I told them that to me, we can share the ground. You know what time Winston come to train?
But I train in the morning.
You know what time you come to train?
And they have access to using the pitch
when
they come in the afternoon.
Look.
So I moved to Clare.
I realize that. But I want to say something about that. I got last week shufflers on the show. And I had a beef with him. Because the only time it seems to use factory is when this kind of tournament coming up. They don't use it like when you practice all year round.
Sorry, I remember under your tutelage with Ralston Atto, bless his soul right now is not very well. And we used to practice all year round. Those guys came to us. We prepared them when Ralston scored a record, had a record tournament.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, everybody talking about combined school. You cannot have a bunch of guys who is doing nothing and then expect that they're going to be cricketers in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
That's my beef. And then, when you talk, they're telling you, oh, you're too rude, so we're not going to give you no work. Taddy, I am not begging nobody for no work. I am not begging nobody for no work. When it comes to, I'm not begging them for no work.
I hear you say because
those same guys who are telling this is asking questions. They come back to me, they want to know this, they want to know that. And here is information should be given out freely.
Correct.
You understand me? Because people need to understand and people need to learn. All you want to do is to be a level 3 coach, so you can go and coach. You're not interested in nothing else.
So that way. I tell the people all the time now. So, Teddy, why not continue to say, look, we can't ask myself to take money from poor people. I couldn't understand it. Because, like Winston and me, I grew up in the countryside.
Right.
When I grew up in the countryside,
Teddy,
it's a
Teddy,
different...
let me tell you something that happened to me just recently. I get a call from this lady named, she's a sing calypso. She's a taxi driver at
Smooth.
Lady Smooth. Winston, what are you doing? She said, I'm busy right now. She said, look, I have this guy who is a reporter and he wants to interview the players from Antigua plays West Indies. She said, listen, I'm busy right now, I can't come. She said, oh, Lord Jack, come now, man. Someone tells she, okay, give me an hour. She said, no, man, I have to go back to work. Someone say, right now, what I'm doing, I can't leave. And you know, I tell myself, you know what, okay. Got a baby thing, drop it. Tell she, okay, give me half an hour. She said, okay. I went, I did the interview. And as I was walking away, I said to the guy, I said, Sachin Tendulkar, we need some gears. And the guy said, where's your silicone? So, in our lingo, he don't understand. Because I said it in our lingo.
Where you from?
From India.
Okay.
So I said, Sachin Tendulkar, could you give us some equipment? He said, hold on one second. I want you to say this on camera. So he sat back up, and I said it. And Taddy, within 3 hours, my phone mash up. Phone call left, right, and Taddy, right now I have a bunch of gears home. I'm going to sell gears because I beg them to give picking me.
What do you mean?
You understand me?
Yeah.
A man go up on Facebook and start abuse me. Oh, why can't I go for the fifth Richards? Why you go to... I'm like, seriously. No, seriously. I understand the question.
That don't debate.
But this is what I'm telling you. That is why certain things that I don't talk about now, because it make no sense. I understand. As I said before, you say match, me say scratch, but no, you know, like that. You know, we get some dirt and choke on that.
Right.
So it don't make no sense.
The bottom line is to get the gears.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line.
Exactly. All the players who...
But what I should teach you now too, that same phone call, they will say, tell the lady, you know, you could come, you will get, actually get the gears.
Right. So as I said, I drop what I'm doing.
Right.
And I go. Because she was putting me out of my way.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to help out a situation.
True.
You know what I mean? And that was the situation.
For your wife to tell me so.
As a matter of fact, as we speak now, talking about the Bermuda tour, I just messaged the guy from Puma, because Puma was one of those persons who come on board, and he said, listen, would you be willing to sponsor us our playing kit?
Right.
And he said, yes. As soon as we're ready, boom.
Oh, that's nice.
You understand me? So, my thing is, I have to study. I can't go home and sleep, and your youngsters out there want to play cricket. Where we located, it's a whole different kettle of fish. We don't produce nothing here, and the people that bring in stuff, the stuff that they bring in are really inferior, and we're paying an arm and a leg for it.
Right.
We're not going to Heritage Sports, and they bring in the better stuff in terms of cricket stuff.
Right.
We're going to Cool and Smooth,
Right.
and there are inferior stuff Cool and Smooth bringing in into the cricket stuff, and we're paying an arm and a leg for it. So people don't have to order stuff from overseas. Shipping is another cost. You buy a cricket bat for 150 US, that's 400 and something easy. To ship it is another $100, $200, an average Joe $600 for a bat for a young kid. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have the people, we have the personnel who can alleviate that if they're willing to think. Let me say thank you to my good friend Curtly Ambrose, who would have given me some stuff after 2 years. And I had
Wait, you mentioned 2 years.
But you want me to tell lie? I want to give you some. You know, I really appreciate that. And we always need stuff, Curtly. So don't rest on your laurels. Continue to
Well, you just come up a bang, maybe you can go up and
use your name and get some stuff for some of the youngsters, and still
I agree with that.
show up on a weekend every now and again and make your presence felt.
And other guys feel
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because once those guys see you guys, you know, they're tired of seeing Winston now. They feel elevated. That's wow.
And motivated.
And motivated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me just not wait until they drop through, because some of us going to drop through and then we found one thing, maybe the top.
Right.
Because we don't get the basics right. So let me just not criticize them when we get on the radio, get up there. Let me help them, use our experience, and promote it.
I just want to say I'm trying to say, Arnie, ready to wrap you up. But I want to say something. He mentioned it earlier. Guys, something that we coaches experience and that get our angry and vexed. When put all the people in place and then they show up for practice, they get vexed.
Taddy, me wake up every morning, look for to go practice. And when me go down there, me bet, me cuss. Me not like.
And that's what it is, man. You have a vex.
Yeah. Because, Taddy, I'm just mentioning this and maybe, I don't know what time you cut out, but. I'm going to mention.
5 more minutes.
They have a little boy named Jeddy Martin.
I know the guy.
He used to bowl spin.
Think of Jenny's or something.
Right.
Yeah.
In my estimation, he was bowling slow. He wasn't bowling spin because he wasn't turning the ball. I saw him bowling tape ball. And I said, listen, when you go to practice, tell the coach you want to bowl seam. If you want to play really well in R19, you can't get in as a spinner. You can get in as a seamer. He said the coach cost him Teddy, if you know bowl spin, you know play. Teddy, there are people who can see things.
I agree.
And there are people who eyes are open and they're blind. You understand me? I was told, because if you want to meet Teddy, I don't go around them. See, when you come by me,
you like me then.
You see when Antigua training, I don't go. If I have to drop something off, I'll drop it off. You see West Indies training right now, I can pass one of these days, but I don't go around because I just see things and it just irk me that we let them get away.
Yeah.
And then 4 or 5 years down the road, we complain about the same thing we let slip through. I was told I wasn't there watching no game. I was dropping something off to Benta and I saw maybe 5 minutes of a game up in Picats. And I was told this guy bowled the best of all the seamers.
Jeddy Martin.
And I know he felt bad because even though he didn't say that to me in so much words, I listened when he speak and you can hear how deflated he felt. And I said, listen, you gotta build character. Show some character. Don't go down that road if that's what you want. And I keep telling him so all the time, anytime he say Winston can't do this, it just raise
push your harder.
It just raise earnestness. Because I gonna prove to you that you can't determine that. That's not for you to determine. That's for me to determine if I can fail or not. And you don't have that authority. What you can do is don't pick me.
Hey, I was sitting there with you know the guy very well, playing in the champion team, Henson Martin. I remember one afternoon pick up Henson Martin, the boy, Hardy Kana.
American Road.
I was going to practice. So I said to him, he did the number 3 bat, so he failed in straight, but a brilliant fielder. So I said to him, Henson, you can bowl? He said, yeah. I said, what bowl? Bowl medium pace. So I said to him, tell me something. If you get the ball in for the wins and the Kennedy and flip and cleave, I said, well, no. So I want to start practice spin for this afternoon. You get a picture? Then we started to learn the ball, the half spin thing. I eventually went down and play for Antigua team. So I'm saying to you, I reality said to him, if you can get the ball in with Winston,
They have a little girl that they tell her that she can bowl. And she do so. I go up in here and come down so. You know, turn left, right, center, or something, you let me go straight. And I'm working with this young lady now for just about a month. And every day, me look at she and say, what it is that best suit she? And tell me, go over to wicket keeping gloves now. And stick them on she hand and tell it. And let me she look at she keep.
Long time.
No,
and here this, you know the funny thing about it? She have a wicket keeping pad.
Okay.
She keep. I mean, she know wicket keeping pad. Come on, obviously she can move your foot. You use your hand and tap the ball, not your foot. Because then love close the foot together.
Yeah.
When the ball comes in, they jump in. So me tell you, again, we can keep it back. And tell you, me tell you on the show. I can't desire better for the short time. I mean, she still has some way to go. But certain people have their calling.
Yeah.
And if you are a coach, you can see, look, this person now go very far doing this.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I think somebody come on the show and talk about that. They said it'll be something, and then you tell them, no, you're going to keep. And the
It
person
is a
said,
dear God.
oh, okay.
It's
No,
in the spinner.
you go
He played the Winston too.
they let me play the leave that on the 19 team.
Say if you ask me, say, you don't want to ask me one week keeper. So the Winston say, you have to see what best suited for the player.
Right,
Where they can go far.
right.
It's not just about and the team. Okay, your job as a coach is you get to leave that team where you're in this team.
Right.
That's your job. You want the best for them. It's not just the same play.
And when say your cousin watching from Ethiopia, Marlon Wallens, I think your family be right?
Man,
Yeah, Shafton. family?
Shafton them.
Yeah, he watching from Ethiopia, no, he working World Bank.
Shafton them.
a long time in the man.
Yeah,
He's in the carnivals.
Yeah, he live in Ethiopia, so you watch it.
Ethiopia there?
Yeah, so you watch it.
Shafton nephew.
I shall tell you.
Hello, Marlon. Whatever. Yeah. Nice guy. Marlon Rollins. Used to work in the bank.
Right,
Scotia
Scotia
Bank.
Bank.
Earlier.
So, Mr. Tari,
I will wrap you up now, but you have to come back.
I will come back, but
No, wait, why come back so we can deal with the fundraising inside of things.
Right, so I'm just saying that we're starting the fundraising for the Grassroots Cricket Academy and corporate sponsors and so forth and so forth, because it's a fair change. When we would have already...
What the cost factor? Can the boy with expensive?
Well, thus far, we're about 107,000 just for airfare and hotel accommodation.
Okay.
We're working with the 5 girls that we have so far, even though they might not play. Well, not even though they might not play, there's a possibility the 1 or 2 might play.
But the exposure is good for them.
But the exposure is good. Shanisha.
And
let me say this, Shanisha is now starting to look like Shanisha again. And
That's
I said, yes.
Well, that's good.
And I said to her, I'm taking you back because I got to show them that they don't understand you better than me. And that is one of the things about coaching.
I'll be right off, actually.
Well, trust me. For the last 2 weeks, you can see the difference. Because when she came back, it was, and I shook my head and you're well up. You feel like, I'm going to say, no, Wednesday, you can't do that. Because I know what she had, where she was, and to... Taddy, listen, sometimes your best position is the back seat.
Right.
You can't always be in the front seat. Right. And until people understand that, we got a problem. Because they want to go to the front seat and they mess up the little girl. And you say, oh, she's lazy, she's not this, she's not that. But then understand her. She's not on a, she's what is it? You either, what the word? She's not one of them go-getter. She's not going to jump in and do anything. She's more laid back, and you will go to she and she will do. And you will tell she and she will do it.
You're really motivated to get to the push.
Right.
You haven't been a driving force.
Like listen, there are 1 or 2 persons that can get she to do what. Because even now she will call me, Winston, so and so say a thing, and if me say no, she not go. If me tell she no, she not go. Because she trusts me. You understand me? And we see that, then come and text she, and Winston never done it for you.
The kind of language?
Yeah.
It's only Sophia. So it's the other one. Sophia never been being.
I saw
they get it to you, Winston, too.
Listen, let me show you something. They have a ceremony for the child. And somebody come and tell me about the ceremony. And me call she put them up on she. But she can never tell me, she said, me no. Me find it the morning. You understand me? My boss, head of Samuel, called me, what am I gonna? He said, what ceremony we're talking about? They're having something for Shani. She said, me no know about that. It's on Facebook. So me call she and say, what go on? What is this thing here? What do I have for you? She said she only found out the day before. The night, some stupidness. So she not think, let me tell you. Them bill pitch over new jobs specifically for she. You understand me? Say, And me watch the little girl left from West Indies to nothing, basically. In a even tape, and you just drop a book.
We say I will bring you back in, okay? I can talk to you about.
Tour?
No. But his son yet.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm like a body. I'm like a body. I'll get to the one there. I'll get to that.
I hear this, my last daughter now in the track and field.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
and the coach come from Jamaica, so he want to talk to me. Now then, she do some doctor the other day, and he called me now to find about genetics. He tell me I'm a doctor. So I asked, what happened? What happened? What you talk about genetics? She brought everyone.
Oh, you want to know why she's so good?
You know.
I said they take something for you. I want your bush.
Well, I want no.
He was not an athlete.
That he hold on him.
I'll tell you before, yeah. I'll tell you. Some. But here, you decide when you want to come back. Now I'll tell you.
No, me can't decide when I want to come back. I have to tell me because me busy.
If I can decide when you have
no,
I'll open for you.
I tell me because here, if me have to come back, me not come now. Wait, tell me something. I tell you last week, me have a thing, me left on you man up there.
Right. Wait, man, just wait. You still with the house too?
Of course.
See, the man with folk like the house.
No, that's say I'll come back. Where you want? So where you want to come back?
Okay, no, I can't come back next week.
So we're going to start you.
What other day other than Saturday?
We're not on the show right now.
That's our one show Saturday.
So you close off at 12 o'clock?
11:30 usually. 11:30 usually.
It's our whole time.
Well, look. Hey, look.
Okay, I give me hour, I come back next week, but I come in from 11 o'clock. I can't come in from 10.
Come 11 o'clock next week.
No, okay, not next week. I'll start you.
I'll start you.
Okay, right. Okay.
I can start you. Okay, you want to.
Because I got plenty of stuff.
I want to assist with that fundraising stuff, the network.
Right. I told that we want to get part.
Well, hey, I talk to you about them. I tell you, look, I want to be part of the group, right?
He play boy me.
No, no. He tell me, okay, now. Now me don't put in the name and some go, he not answer because he don't know who. So up to the time, I till call, he say, Earl, and me now, this is the group. He till now open his phone so he can get in. Because Shana, I have a wife, she part of the group. Right. So she said, well, give me your ideas. Nobody else talk. Nobody else talk nothing. So me want no Mandela the band. Me need to get moving.
He dodge out too. He dodge out committee too.
So dodge out committee too?
Sit down.
No, well, me no work now. I'm going to have to sit down.
Well, we say good to have you, man. I've never seen you around. Good to have you.
All the time.
Yeah, but I definitely want to talk about fundraising, so because that's a good thing you're doing.
I want partially that will be part to help out tremendously with that.
Right.
Even if you have some fundraising games or that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we could do that. We can organize and arrange, but
you know what we want to do is
what we want
to do. If one of these days the network will come like we used to do, you will clear our school and I practice.
I'll tell you that.
You tell me so this man.
Because of the clear.
And you can do some video shots. You can do some shots. Do look at some man.
Because
one thing happened to Tari is that they're not forecasting or showing the work that people are doing around the country. You understand me?
ABS is on the highlights.
I mean,
from time to time.
Me know me. Whether the camera they are not. Me get put in for me word.
Because of those shows when the pavilion there now. We did 3 or 4 shows on the clear pavilion there. So it's a place we can set up.
Right. Because I did one show with y'all up there.
Yeah.
I think when y'all just started.
We just started, yeah. And that close to the way you're doing, so we can do that.
One of the things we want to tap into is the different organizations overseas, like in the US and different, Antigua have kind of if they can contribute something for help the guys.
Your partner, I watch you, Max Simon, watch you in Boston. Simon.
Oh,
yeah, Simon.
Let me give you a couple
weeks
per hour. Let me give you a little.
Time for that.
Let me give you a
It's okay with the teacher, go ahead.
I play child match in St. Kitts. They were a child match in St. Kitts. And 1 century score in the child match. And I started scoring a century. Noel Guichard and the rest of the section are going to tell me. Me must go tell you, in the team, and tell who? Not me. 1 century, I tell them who make a century can't make his team. And nobody's been runs. But they wear that. So me go to Simon and say, Sayo, them they tell me to tell you. Me not tell you nothing. Then tell me to tell you make the team. Me not, no, sir.
Wait, he make about 3 centuries in the pick too, and the 19th, the boy Earl.
Me don't know. Me have an enemy in a North Grove, a guy, he bat left-handed, he's to go comprehensive school.
Left-handed.
He sell CD, don't market and so. What you name there?
Okay, Peters,
the guy Peters, yeah. He's to go come bat left-handed. You think he scored 100 in one game, in a school game, and something else. And he said, me pick Ivan, he said, me tell you, big man. Me pick team, me coach team. And he didn't give me a free name. Me can't do nothing. He vexed me, his father vexed me. And for me never know for years until me get my foot broke and go to hospital and make him mother.
Joe.
Yeah, a nice woman. Lovely lady, trust me. He have a son. Nice little cricketer, but he tell me he's the guy there somewhere in the States now.
Okay.
I met he and Enoch's son. Enoch only a son, he not decent too.
okay.
Decent. Me time up there and watch them. But you know the song go, me and he in the trouble, so me in the trouble. Son.
Right.
But if I mean now, cause me don't Lego that now.
Right.
Me don't Lego that with them. There's nowhere to go. Steven said there's nowhere to go with that. So just let it be.
We can get it back soon. But as a matter of fact, when Mark we can set up a clear pavilion, we can come there.
Yeah.
So we can have the people that you get some of the players and talk to them and so.
Right.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
So hey, me always available. I just give me like a time, like a Mandela. You want to tell me come this week, I'm demand them I don't come in and cater for that now. I'm gonna let them stranded. So I tell you this week I'm gonna set up and get
We can come there.
because one thing that me do to know.
Right.
The players don't have a coach now.
Right.
Me supervise, me watch and make sure that what I'm say listen, me want to hear you.
Right.
And me now stick upon you, tell he what you do.
Right.
Because me assign players to players.
Okay.
You assign to Taddy, and when Taddy bat a ball, I want you to explain to he. Me listen, and if me think okay, me can add something to him. Because sometimes knowledge different.
Yeah.
You might only have a range.
True.
So when you say 2 steps, me can say okay, 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
So you will learn.
And now you want to get in the mind and hear how they think.
Exactly, because I have a girl up there who's the level 2 coach now, but she failed for talk.
Right.
I tell you, she can't fail for talk and want to coach people.
It's only leaving as coach, you know.
Anyway,
Me not get the level as coach and talk?
No, I don't
What do you mean is that? Where's the level as coach?
I think a coach, sorry. I think a coach.
Don't take a coach talk, man.
Yeah? Okay. Leave it alone. Alright, that's all the best.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Right, guys, thank you for your sports matter. Have a good weekend.